I cannot believe that I appear to actually be streaming these streams at about the time that I specified. Um, that really hasn't happened. Oh, hello, Trouble.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Sweet kitty. I love that kitty so much. And she's gonna murder love on my chair, and I'm going to let her because that's my cat daughter, and I will do anything for her. So, okay. All right, guys. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Spidey Librarian here. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We are going to watch the 12th and final episode of season 2 of Andor. This is also the final episode of the show. It is supposed to lead directly in to Rogue One. And by the way, if you aren't already aware and you're watching this before it airs, we're going to be watching Rogue One a week from tonight. I'll talk more about that later, but it's going to kind of be my Star Wars event on the channel. So, all right. And I've got a sweet, cute kitty right over here, and she is staring at me. So, we're going to take a few minutes before we get started because whenever Trouble is staring at me, that basically means I need to give her treats. Either that or she wants attention. We're just going to go ahead and just give her the treats. So if you guys give me a moment, we're going to feed my cat, and then hopefully we can get on to the rest of the stream. So give me just a moment here. You want some treats? Somebody wants treats. All right. Okay, Trouble, come here. All right, and she's in frame. All right, hold on, hold on. I'm bringing the microphone out here. All right. Okay, so you're gonna get 6, all right? There you go. 2, 3. Are you guys able to see it? She's like grabbing my hand. Oh, okay, there she just took a nip out of it. So that's number 5. Okay, this is the final one, okay? All right. Your dad loves you, you little butt. Yes, I do. I love you very much. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Now the pretty girl has gotten her she's gotten her treats. Hopefully she will let us broadcast in peace now. All right. Oh, you know what? My phone is running out of power. I'm going to go ahead and charge it real quick. So that way hopefully I can just not worry about that. There we go. All right. Okay. So, hey KG, I see you. Thank you again for being a member, and I see that you're using those trouble emotes. And you use 6. That's exactly how many treats she gets. So very clever. I like it. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, we are going to be watching episode 12. I don't really need to put on the headphones yet, so we're going to go ahead and do the we're going to do the final episode of Andor. Oh, you want to know my final predictions? I don't know. I've been too scared to make predictions. Um, Really, at this point, the only question that I have is concerns Kleya's fate and maybe Bix's fate. I kind of get the feeling that Bix is just like she's off somewhere in the galaxy and she's never going to see Cassian again. So I'll be surprised if we see her, although I'm willing to acknowledge that, she could show up and get killed. Okay. And then Kleya. I feel like Kleya is made of the same stuff that Luthen is. I have a feeling she's gonna die. Um, and again, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. Um, but yeah, I think those are gonna be my big predictions. So we shall see. All right, now before I get started, let me just go ahead and reiterate. If you are new to this stream, this channel, Just letting you know, this is a watch party stream, which basically means you'll have the opportunity to watch it along with me. However, I will not be putting any audio or video from the show in the live stream. That would be a copyright violation that I simply don't want to deal with, and frankly, you guys don't want me dealing with. So, um, and I think with all that said, we're just going to go ahead and get going. We're going to do the reaction video portion of the recording. We're going to do the intro and then just get right into the episode. And we are going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to this watch party and reaction to Andor Season 2, Episode 12. And, oh god, what is this one called? Jedha, Kyber, Erso. Oh man, okay. Final episode, guys. Final episode. And I don't know what to think at this point. I think at this point, we are not certain what is going to happen with a few characters. I would say Kleya is the big one at this point, since we already know Luthen's fate. And essentially, Bix is kind of the other big question. I would also say, even though we haven't heard a thing from her since the first episode, are we ever going to find out if Cass's sister is alive? It just seems to have fallen by the wayside. So I don't know. But in the meantime, we have had a whole lot of just really good, just narrative payoffs in this 3 episode arc. We had Luthen basically telling Dedra Miro to, what to go do with herself as he kind of exits the playing board on his own terms. We had Kleya going in there to make sure that Luthen's final wishes were honored, and she just made sure that they would not be able to interrogate him. But now Kleya's life is on the line. She's called in an extraction, but I'm not sure how successful it's going to be because things were coming to that point at the end of the previous episode. What's going to happen? We're going to find out, and we're going to do so in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwick the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. Finally, you can find the full and unedited... No. Whether you like or dislike this episode, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live streams of these reactions on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think with all that said, it is time to dig in and dig deep for the final episode of Andor. And just remember, I'm going to have a special announcement after this after this reaction is done. So, all right. The old headphones. Okay. All right. Let me get everything ready. I need the script. There we go. All right. Jedha, Kyber, Erso. All right, everyone. We are just about ready here. All right. Okay, everyone. Andor, Season 2, Episode 12. Jedha, Kyber, Erso. Here we go. What would bring me to this place, you peon? It's not a word. It's 2 words. Bix is being featured a lot um in the recaps. I'd like to see her again. I don't know if it's going to happen though. And now, ooh, her jaw hit the floor when he shot that guy. Morse codes, but yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of would have been funny if it'd been shot down while they're doing that. Cass is like, yeah, who else is it gonna be? Like, again, my question for Kleya is, what is the point of her staying behind? Why doesn't she run? If nothing else, to get away, you know? All right, Star Wars fanfare. Oh god, I forgot to do the timer. Hold on, I'm pausing real quick. Did I do the timer? I didn't do the timer. Oh, I did do the timer. I just didn't have it activated. There we go. All right. Sorry. Uh, looks like they are about synced up. Maybe missing about 10 seconds. All right, we might be off by a few seconds, just so you guys know. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Yes, Yavin. Go to Yavin. Yeah, this is not an ending. This is escape. Earl, I get that you're grieving, but this is not the time to wallow. And really, at this point, if you don't go with them, if she doesn't go with them, that's insulting. Because she's put them in danger, you know? It's everywhere. K2SO just went on a rampage. All right, guys. Remember, you need her alive. All right, guys. Come on, these rebel spies need to do something. Because the troops are closing in. All right. Okay. You can stay behind. We're good. What's all this then? I'd have just. Yep, that's exactly what I would have done. Oh boy. At least three. I was gonna say you're kind of trapped already. K is already doing more than his fair share. I'm so sorry, but this is hilarious. Him throwing down on stormtroopers is great. Oh, dang! Melshi came in clutch. Okay, dude, Cass, you probably need to start firing. Yeah. Oh God, here comes K2. Captain's like, what? Oh my God, he's holding him up like a rag doll. He's using the commander dude as a meat shield. Oh my God. All right, K2 is very clearly the MVP right now. Oh, that was great. Partagaz's ass is on the line here. If they get away, he is screwed. Like, so much for your units. Yep, they're done. I'm sorry, but K2 using that dude as a meat shield was frickin' hilarious. He just picked the guy up. He was holding him by his neck, I think. Oh, come on, Cass. You could at least say thank you. Man, poor droid. I've cleared you a path. It's the venerable rebel base on Yavin 4. Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. He is just in the extended universe there was another faction of the rebellion that wouldn't work with them. Saw Gerrera is the one that they've put on TVs. Who was the other guy? I can't remember his name. Coming in hot. You could make that case. And Draven's like, dude, I need to handle this guy. I've been dealing with him forever. Come on, Bale. No. Oh, I wanna know who that Moncal is. That's a good point. They could be anybody. But disobeying orders is so refreshing. These guys kidnapped me. It's not my fault. Time for an air raid. Is Willman walking with a limp? Did I see that correctly? Yeah, he's got a limp. I don't remember why. Hi. Oh, man. Okay. So she made it to Yavin at least. Draven is headed up to here with him. Oh boy. No. Luthen, yeah. Yeah. It's like, come on. Okay, that's fine. No, no, no. I think he's not out of line. Oh, buddy. That oh please, I would knock his block off. Okay, that was a nice comeback. Probably been a year. Yeah. You're making a lot of assumptions there, Bale. Really? Yeah. Oh, these guys. Nice move, Mon. Good move. Kafreen? Okay. So are we even going to make it to the next day? He's like, tell me more. Come on. Who's that? Is that Vel? God, we haven't seen her tonight until now. Well, apparently he's good at saving people. Curious information. Help me believe him. Wow. That just shows you how high the stakes are. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's. Okay, he just drops the bomb. These guys clearly had their issues with him, but no doubt he was important to them. You're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to get him out of his quarters. Just this once. He brought out complex feelings. I'll give him that. Cinta. Oh yeah, Marva. They've been through quite a bit together, even if they weren't, like always together. Wow. I mean, how do you prove it? Excuse me. I'm assuming Vel will confirm that. What's about to happen? Oh, Nemec. He's listening to this? Lagret. What is going on with him? Oh boy. Okay. He is about to go down there and face judgment, isn't he? Oh, he was controlling a whole bunch of, well, ISB people. Spies, essentially. And yet, oh, 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 Partagaz. We're not going to see Bix again, are we? Okay, why has Draven not come to get him yet? That's what you call ironic. He's in shock. Poor girl is just in shock. She looks so lost. Won't you come in? Have a drink with me. Tivik. Yeah. I gotta go. I'm going to Kafrine. Oh my god. We're touching back on this. Yeah, I would imagine it is. You never know how a human will respond to being woken up. Okay. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Hmm. Is that the first time we've heard that this season? Or at all in this show? May the Force be with you? I take it those are Bix's plants? I don't know. Okay, we got a nice little musical overture. Oh wow, Perrin exists. I forgot all about him. Oh, really? Oh, is Dedramiro on what was it? Narkina 5? Wow. Talk about the tables turning. Holy crap. Oh yeah, the force healer. We're getting all the pieces in place for Rogue One. We're nearing the end of this episode and the show, aren't we? Krennic, you human turd. And there's your big project. Your Death Star. Flying away into his fate. Oh, B2. Hmm. Oh. Is that Bix? Is that Bix? Okay, so we are going to see her. What? What? Wait, what? Wow. Wow. She's going to stay as far away from the Empire and the fighting as she can, I guess. Oh, God. Wow. I don't even I don't even know what to say. All right. Again, I don't see any post-credit scene screwery, so holy crap. Okay. I see enough to see that Alan Tudyk was listed in the credits. Ooh, the post-credit scene is Rogue One. Gotcha. Okay. The post-credit scene is Rogue One. Yeah. Um okay, so before I get into the post-mortem here, I want to go ahead and make a little announcement. KG just mentioned Rogue One. Um, but I do a lot of live streams on this channel, and I do a variety of different kinds of live streams. I do watch alongs or watch parties or whatever you want to call them. I do let's plays, and I do different varieties within each of those. I do let's play Saturday. I occasionally just do random let's plays of video games. Um, for watch parties, I do a lot of movies, and on Friday I do my Film First Friday, which is where I watch a movie that I've never seen before. And then on Sundays, I've started doing the Classics Revisited, where I rewatch a movie that I have enjoyed before. It's a lot of streaming, and with shows in particular, it's quite a big commitment. And so I have been toying with the notion of just discontinuing watching shows for at least a little while. I kind of need the break. However, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that while I may be at least temporarily retiring shows from my watch party streams, the Classics Revisited stream I typically have for members. They can tune in during the live stream, and then the VOD of the live stream goes live, or it uploads about 2 days later, and that way anyone can watch it. Um, a week from tonight, I will be doing a very special Classics Revisited watch party where I will not be requiring member access. Any of you guys will be able to join without a membership, and we will be continuing this story. Now that Andor is done, I am pleased to announce that next Tuesday, 9 p.m. my time, I will be doing a special Classics Revisited live stream of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I figure that is a very appropriate way to kind of end the whole Andor slice of content on my channel. And I also think it's a good just we're going to make that my Star Wars event uh, for the month, or I guess for the year, because May, of course, is kind of the month of Star Wars, and it's just kind of one of those, like I haven't done an event for it yet. Andor didn't count because it would kind of started in March, or I'm sorry, April. And so I figured Rogue One would just be an appropriate way to do it. So I hope you guys, if you enjoyed the watch parties that I've been doing for Andor, that you will join me next week as we watch the movie Rogue One and kind of narratively close out Andor's story on this channel. So I think I'm hoping you guys will be able to join me for that. And again, I think this is just a great way to kind of end things out and continue doing the live streams that I like to do so much. Um okay, postmortem. All right. Oh, this episode, I don't really think I can just review the or react to this episode without reacting to the season and the series as a whole. And again, this is just one of those instances where pretty much from the get-go this show has been teeing up Rogue One, and this final episode really does a good job of that. We've gotten K2 into place, we've gotten Melshi into place, we've gotten all the people that Andor either knows or are gonna know in place for Rogue One. And so we know what's coming. But now that we have a more complete idea of Cassian's character and how he got to the point where he is, I think the setup for Rogue One was that much more compelling, that much more poignant, now that we know all of that and we know what's going to happen. Um, I don't know that I can say much about this show that I haven't already said. It has done an excellent job of establishing the characters, um, and really exploring them and making us care about them in a way that I really don't feel that a lot of other Star Wars properties have done. Now, I'm not taking a dump on any of those properties, but I'm just saying that this show in particular was very focused on it. It was much more interested in showing you who these characters were, how they related to each other, and why they did what they did than they were about, chases, blaster fights, lightsaber combat, anything like that. There was just a lot more, this is the rebellion. This is what it takes to make a rebellion. These are the sacrifices that we have to make. And it showed it on many, many different levels and playing fields. And I think for that, I mean, this show deserves a round of applause. Like, it has just really done a good job of showing us you know, this is good storytelling that happens to be set in the Star Wars universe. And I've got a cat right here. Hello, Trouble. And KG sees my kitty. Okay. But yeah, this last arc in its way was mostly about Luthen, his death, his sacrifice, and how they were going to keep that memory alive. And I think it shows in not only Luthen's death, but in you know, Kleya's assurance of his death, her sacrifice, and then just the information that that she gives them that is like, oh God, this is a big deal, and we need to act on it. And really, I mean, this is a good setup for Rogue One, which of course is a good setup for A New Hope. And, I mean, obviously when we get to A New Hope, the storytelling really changes, but you've still got the same through line. And I just really appreciate the amount of love and energy and just meticulous planning that went into the setting up of the through line at this point. I think in a lot of ways, this strengthens the original trilogy. It strengthens Rogue One and just does a really good job of not only creating characters that we grow to love, but also just, you know, giving more depth to the characters that we see in other media, like Saw Gerrera, like Cassian Andor, like Melshi, who I swear to God I don't remember him. I can't wait to watch Rogue One for that reason because I'm just like, he looks kind of familiar, but I just don't remember him in the movie. So, but yeah, no, this was an excellent episode. This was an excellent show, and I'm pumped. I am ready for Rogue One next Tuesday, and hopefully you guys are as well. But in the meantime, as to this individual episode, this was really good. It was really fun to watch K2 just start throwing down on Imperials, showing how useful he is, and then Andor just being like, yeah, okay, you did your thing. Yeah, whatever. Um, I wish he'd be a little nicer, but I think it also helps that K2 is also voiced by Alan Tudyk, whom I love because he's always going to be Wash to me. So, but yeah, great episode, good show. God, I loved it so much. It was so good. Anyways, I really enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoyed this reaction, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think? Sorry. What'd you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about about this show. Movies next week. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which sorry, and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members only live streams, members only videos, and early access to selected uploaded materials, content, videos. I don't know. Anyways, and that's not even talking about my custom emotes and badges. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let's have a look at the chat. KG did most of the talking. Awesome. Let's see. Kleya feels lost without Luthen. Yeah. Definitely. So I was wrong in that Kleya does not die here, and Bix didn't either. I do feel kind of justified when I said that we're not going to see Bix again. Okay, so we did see her again, but like they kind of stuck in a stinger there, and let's be real, okay? They pulled a Jason, all right? The whole like, oh, she was pregnant and she left because they had a child. I mean, she's never going to see Andor again. Andor's never going to know that he has a child. And I don't know. I kind of wonder what that means. Do they want to use Bix and this boy as a character sometime down the road? It could happen. I'm just saying. But yeah, that was God, that was a stinger right there. I was like, ooh, okay, all right, you know. I imagine some people would be like, you guys have done this before. And it's really, I don't have a problem with them using that device again, you know, the child that the father will never know. I don't really have an issue with that as long as it is used in a, you know, it's not just done for shock value. This definitely had shock value, but it also kind of reinforces the message that life goes on even though we may not, you know. And so I don't really have a problem with it. Let's see. K2 taking care of business. God, it was so much fun watching him just ragdoll Imperials. It's Radis. Oh, was that the Moncal? Okay. Will hurt his leg last arc in Gorman. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that for some reason. Small bail fail. Yeah. Brasso. Oh, Brasso. So glad we get to hear Nemec's manifesto again. That's the first and only time we hear "May the Force be with you" in Andor. Okay, all right. I was wondering about that because yeah, no, it just didn't. Wow. On program, Dedra. Oh, okay, all right. So I'm a little conflicted here because even though I don't like Dedra Miro because she is Imperial scum, I did come to sympathize with her a little bit, especially after she lost her boy toy in the previous arc. And and it's like, you know, she was one of those like for the cause, I'm an Imperial, but man, she failed at a critical time and that just I'm not going to deny that sucks, you know. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, just wow. I don't even know what to say about that stinger. So there was literally no reason for Bix to not have gone on the Gorman mission to get Dedra unless she was pregnant. Huh. I mean, that's a good point, actually. So are you saying that she knew? Well, the mission to get Dedra, though, wouldn't that have been too long ago? I don't know. All right, you guys are going to be here for Rogue One? Yes, excellent. All right, no way I could ever dislike it. Pregnancy happens. Pregnancy does happen. Yeah. All right, and KG's on the fence whether Cass knew she was pregnant or not. I have a feeling he just didn't know. Like I could be wrong, but I'm not. Like I don't think he knew. It's possible he did very much know, and that's why he wanted to leave so bad. I mean, okay, maybe, but I mean, like, if that were the case and he knew, I don't know how he would be like. Whenever Bix is brought up afterwards, I'm thinking of the scene with Vel. I don't know. I just feel like there would have been a lot more understated like anger going on there, but that's just me. So, okay. Now Dedra gets to slave away her life until the Empire falls. The Gorman mission to take out Dedra was a year ago. Okay, all right. I mean, yeah, I suppose it could have happened. So, all right. Um, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a thing that people can debate. Did Cassian know that Bix was uh pregnant? That's that's a really good question that I guess doesn't have a completely solid answer. So, okay, all right. But here we go, guys. Andor season 2. Again, I'm probably still not going to forgive Disney for releasing 3 45-minute episodes per evening. That was just a bit of a chore. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed all of these streams, but my god, was that a an undertaking. I hope they don't do anything like that again anytime soon. Like I said before, I probably will not be doing shows for at least a little while. Um, you know, like season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, yes, I will definitely cover that. Um, but I mean, like, I don't know, stuff like another Star Wars show. You may have to work to get me to do that one, so we'll see. But I am going to continue doing movies. I'll do my Friday, my film first Fridays, and then on Sundays I'll do classics revisited. So and then I will continue doing Let's Plays. Part of the reason that I want to do less streaming is because I want to try to create more time for myself to do things like editing and uploads and stuff like that. And so hopefully I will get around to doing that. We'll just have to see. But I definitely need to kind of like, cut back on the streaming so that I can maybe start creating, some trailer reactions, some essay videos, and if the sky opens up, some reaction videos that I do the editing for. So that's going to take a while, and it's not easy when you got a full-time job. So yeah, I'm going to continue just doing that as much as I can. So in the meantime, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for joining me for these show watch parties. I appreciate it very much. And again, I probably will do the occasional show now and then. I've got one of my viewers requesting that I do Tron Uprising, which I'm not going to lie, I am curious about that show. I just don't think I'm going to do it until at least sometime in, I don't know, July, maybe August at this point. So, and who knows what other shows will show up. But at least for now, like The Boys, that I'm suspending that for the time being. I do want to do that eventually, but until I know more about when season 5 will drop, I just can't do it right now. So, in the meantime, Andor was worth it. It definitely was worth it. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thanks to iSay for being here and for KG and to all of you guys. But I think I need to go. I need to do a few more things before I go to sleep. Thanks again for being here, guys. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.